All right, welcome everybody. I am your host, SoulEater23, and I have a very special guest with me today.
Hey, it's me, DJ Silhouette. I'm just here, gonna talk about some stuff with my boy. Got a couple topics that we're gonna talk about, and I'm just gonna let him start it off. A little bit about myself, though, before we get into it. I've been gaming for years. Since a little kid, you know, most of us are like that. We start when we're young, and we kind of never stop, even when we're adults. And that's the great part about video games. I'm from Florida, and so I spent a lot of time outside, but of course I had to spend time inside playing video games. And it's basically a good thing to have in your life. I believe that. And so being from Florida, I got a lot of outside exposure in the outdoors, but a lot of video games as well when it was raining, because you know it rains a lot in Florida. So
Good to know, bro. What is your earliest gaming memory? How far back can you go?
I think my earliest gaming memory would have to be when my uncle got me my Game Boy Advance. When it first came out, it was, I don't know if you remember, it was like the clear purplish color.
Right, yeah. That was one of the first ones I had, too.
Yeah, I got that along with the Super Mario Brothers and a couple of other little games. But I think that's the earliest gaming memory I have, because it was basically my first console, something that I could play on, and it was very special to me. I carried that everywhere. I even got a case for it. I got like all the little attachments that you can buy.
Right.
And that's my earliest memory, trying to beat Super Mario Brothers.
That's pretty dope, yo. That was one of my very first games too.
Yeah.
I remember my mom took me out of school early just so we can pick it up on day one. And I thank my mom for that, because that was, like you were saying, that's a pretty special moment for me too. But thank you, bro. This is DJ Silhouette. You can find him on PSN, and we'll put a link with his description down below. So, DJ Silhouette, have you heard of Ninja?
Yeah, I've heard of Ninja.
What can you tell me about him?
He is a streamer that he's getting pretty big. He was pretty big. He's played for years. He's been streaming for years.
What game?
But now recently he's gotten really big off playing Fortnite, and you know, basically mastering the game, getting a bunch of wins, and basically getting all the stream views just playing that one game. And it's been pretty exciting to see him, you know, get so good at the game and grow. But recently, some funny news popped up. I don't know if anyone saw, but he was rapping a song by Logic from his new album, 44 More, I believe was the song.
Right.
And out of nowhere, when he was rapping, he dropped the N-word on stream.
Oh, man.
On stream. And he was playing with another streamer, and you could, if you see the video, the other streamer's face, his reaction was just hilarious. Like, he was not ready for that.
Now, do you think he did it on purpose? Like, he just got in the moment?
I feel like he was in the moment, and I believe he had been drinking too. So, I mean, he probably was just loosened up, and he accidentally slipped.
Great.
And a lot of people gave him, you know, it just slipped, you know, and people, they get too hyped over that. But I think it shouldn't change anything, because he's still a great streamer. It was just one time. It's not like he constantly says that over and over and over. So. And
now, is anybody trying to like call for a ban for him on Twitch or something?
Oh yeah, of course. But
right.
You know, it's probably not gonna happen, especially when he's one of Twitch's biggest streamers.
Speaking of one of Twitch's biggest streamers, did you see he streamed with Drake the other night?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I thought that was pretty cool. He's recently been streaming with a bunch of different guys. When he streamed with Drake, I thought it was pretty awesome. And then he streamed with Drake, Juju from the Steelers. Mm-hmm. Who else? What was it? Travis Scott, I think.
Yeah, Travis Scott.
He recently streamed with Whit Lowry. He's a rapper. I don't know if you know him, but he streamed with him, played with him. It was pretty cool. So he's been playing with a couple of different people, and celebrities really. And I think it's pretty cool because he'll try to teach them and try to help them, and then kind of have fun with them, and it's pretty cool to watch, honestly.
Now, do you think like him mixing with all these different celebrities? Do you think this is like a good look for gaming, or do you think this is just like a publicity stunt or something? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's good, honestly, because it shows that even celebrities get down with gaming, and sometimes they have time to sit down and just relax and game on Fortnite or whatever.
Right.
Like, it just shows that we're all human, even if celebrities are famous and they do all this stuff that we usually don't do on a daily basis.
Right.
So I think it's cool.
And people are trying to say like Drake got gaming into mainstreaming. What do you think about that?
No, I don't think so. I think it's really not gonna change. So
it's not gonna change. Do you think gaming is mainstreaming now, or can there be more work to get it to the mainstream, to the main audience?
I think it's growing. It is. It's definitely getting bigger than it used to be. And I think it's expanding, especially with all these really cool new games that are coming out that people get addicted to, or they get, really into for a while. And it just helps everyone kind of like get away, and, it's just been growing really fast.
Speaking of addiction and staying on the topic of Fortnite, have you seen the stories of these high school kids in class playing Fortnite in high school?
Yeah.
Why do you think Fortnite is so addictive?
So I was reading a little bit, and I was, researching, kind of saw a couple little things, and it makes a lot of sense because, I've myself feel like I've gotten addicted for a little bit to Fortnite.
Okay.
But basically, the way that the game is built, the colors and the gameplay, the nice bright colors are something that really affects the pleasure receptors of your brain, which makes it addictive because it's really nice. Your brain receives it into those receptors, and you get addicted because it's a pleasure sensor. So it makes you feel good just to look at it, play it. So I feel like that really gets addictive, and I myself I've gotten into that. So you see kids playing it nonstop, their mom's worrying. You see all these like news about Fortnite, right, and memes about people playing in class, or they even put it on mobile, so you can even play it on the go now.
Right.
So.
The high school, yeah. So, do you think with Fortnite's like cartoony aspect, do you think that's why it's beating what's it called, PUBG?
I think so. I mean, it's also a different game. Like, people like to compare it all the time. They'd be like, PUBG is better, Fortnite's better, and you got those two sides fighting over it. Yeah. And I believe they're both battle royale games, but they're both completely different. Like, PUBG is meant to be more of a realistic game, and it's got vehicles and all this stuff that is not in Fortnite. Fortnite is meant to be a more fun game to play with friends, and you get to build stuff, and I believe it's more fun because the colors, like, again, it's just really nice to look at, really cartoony, really fun, right? And it's to a bigger audience of people, like kids and even adults like it. So PUBG is more of a realistic, geared for older people,
And I think what's really helping Fortnite is that it's free. Mm-hmm. You don't have to drop, what is it, $29.99 for PUBG just to get into it, when you can just get into the battle royale mode in Fortnite and just go straight right into playing. And then you don't even have to drop no money to try to be better than somebody else, because basically it's just all cosmetic. Yeah. So somebody could look like Son Goku, while somebody just looks like the regular default character, but still be equal level. So I think that's what's definitely helping Fortnite too.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like the cosmetic of it because it's a little fun extra thing for the game, and it's a free game, but they're making all this money just from the cosmetics because it makes it fun. It's just something cool, and I think that's awesome that they can make money, but it's not off of like loot boxes or
True.
all these microtransactions that other games throw at you, and it makes you basically pay to win, you know, and it's great. I honestly like it.
Speaking of pay to win, this loot box controversy, Lord, it started. Well, the biggest was with Battlefront 2. Have you played that game?
Actually, I didn't, just because I heard about the loot boxes.
Yep. You saved $60.
I know.
I unfortunately bought it just to test it out, and I legit only played it for, let's say, like 6 hours, and it was kind of bad because you saw people who dropped money and they were way better than you, and it's just not fair. So I'm glad that EA kind of gave up on loot boxes.
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
They definitely did.
I mean, it's been a while. They've done it for multiple games, so it's just getting annoying, and people are just tired of it.
What are the games that they do it for?
I can't think right now off the top of my head.
Neither can I.
But I know it's happened before.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how they got so much hate. They eventually just gave up on the loot boxes, and they changed the whole game. I
heard Disney was on was on them.
Yeah.
As soon as like day one, they dropped it day one. Disney was like, "Hey, y'all better cut that out."
Yeah, Disney was like, "What are you doing? Like, you're making us look bad."
Do you think EA is gonna lose the Star Wars property?
Maybe.
I think so.
I think they could, with how bad it turned out.
Right.
Because Battlefield 1 was pretty bad, and then they came back with Battlefield 2. They were like, all right, it's gonna be better. And then
better.
And then all this happened, and it's just like, okay, well, we gave you 2 chances. So. They might take that away from them. Yeah.
If they did lose the property, what other company do you think would pick it up and potentially, make it better?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I don't know, honestly. Maybe Ubisoft.
Ubisoft?
Or I don't know. EA just is trash to me right now. So.
I know this probably won't happen. I was thinking on CD Projekt Red, the people from The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you ever played that game, if you haven't played that game, I definitely got to pick it up. That's a good purchase.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like they would do good stuff with that.
Definitely. Going back to Fortnite, have you tried to play recently?
I've tried, yeah.
Man, yesterday I booted up the game, and it told me I had to wait in that waiting queue for 40 minutes. What's going on? What is going on?
Well, basically, the game has gotten so big that the servers are crashing. Like, it's spreading. Everyone is playing this game, and it's so big that the servers are crashing. So they're having to figure that out, and you're stuck waiting 40 minutes just in the queue, ready to get in the game, and it sucks. Like, yesterday I was trying to get in, and it had cooldowns between matches and everything. Like, even if you got into the game and were playing, you had cooldowns between matches and everything, just so people could play. And I think that's crazy. I mean, it sucks, but it's also a good thing, that it's getting so big that your servers are crashing. Like, wow.
I just think that, Epic sees all this hype, and, they would have pre-planned for all this. And now I got to wait 40 minutes just to potentially play. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. But I'm glad it's doing real well because it's one of those little pastimes that, I can do. So, and it's pretty fun, playing with my other friends.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah. All right, DJ. What are some upcoming titles in the near future that you're looking forward to?
I think I'm pretty excited about this God of War. I played it when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm really looking forward to a new one.
God of War looks hype.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of people are a little worried because it has it has a different gameplay aspect to it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I might have to agree a little bit. It got me worried because the gameplay was one of the things that, people enjoyed about it.
Yeah.
So, like, the style, and if that changes, then it might be hard, especially for like us who's played the games before.
True.
So we'll see, man. It is a little worrying, but I hope it turns out good. I'm hyped about it, but let's see. Hopefully, it's not too hyped for no reason.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm gonna drop the regular 60 or what is it, like the 160 for the Stone Mason edition. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. So before we end this episode, DJ, what is one game you wish was never made? One game you wish was never made.
Let me see. One game. So I like the NBA 2K series.
Okay.
And so you got the NBA 2K series, and then you got NBA Live, right?
Uh-oh.
NBA Live was gone for a little bit. Remember that?
Yeah.
They just stopped making games
They
because
did.
2K took over.
They did.
And Live was gone. And then all of a sudden, NBA Live was like, all right, we're going to come back. I don't remember what year it was, but
I think it was this year, right? 18?
Yeah, they came back. They were like, all right, we're going to make a new game. It's going to be better. And I really wish it didn't.
Why? What happened?
It was a good game. Like, the graphics were good.
Okay.
But the gameplay itself was trash. And
damn.
Everything else about the game, like, and of course at this point 2K has already taken over that spot as the basketball game.
Yeah.
And
yes,
it's kind of hard to kind of like compete with it. And then they come out with this game, and it doesn't compare to 2K. Like the gameplay of 2K is so great compared to anything else that it was hard, and I really wish they just didn't, because I spent money on it, and I was like, well, why did I do this?
And then you try to take it back to GameStop the same day. It's like, here's $5 for it.
$5. I was like, yo, I was literally just here. What do you mean?
Oh, GameStop.
Oh yeah, that's another topic.
That's another topic for another day, yo. All right, DJ, thank you very much. This has been episode 1. I'm your host, SoulEater23. This is DJ Silhouette. You'll find his information down below in the link description. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time.